Hey guys, it is Junaid on the Futuristic Channel. Now guys, every time I do a video, I have to break some news to you. Ever since I put that video on standby and I did the video, let's just say that Molly obviously sadly passed away with terminal cervical cancer. At the minute, there's no miracle, so we don't have no clue on what's going on, but there's no miracle. So yeah, and really guys, about who's gonna replace her, you guys probably will still be wondering, still be thinking, who's gonna replace Molly for the stare in the description down below. No one is gonna replace her. The thing is guys, I just have to mention it every time I get it, Joe, that he might not wanna hear it because obviously he's going through a rough time, but it just has to be mentioned. Really guys, it's just that some people do forget, but it just has to be mentioned in general. But if Molly was alive, then she would have been actually really happy because our lionesses have just made it to the final for this Sunday. And obviously Liverpool are facing Manchester City tomorrow in the FA Community Shield. But this video is about UEFA Women's Euros final, England 2022. Could it be coming home? It could. It maybe a possibility now that it could be actually coming home for the lionesses. Let's just say that the lionesses game is this Sunday and it is going to be against the Germans because the Germans have now knocked out France and we have the completed route. So obviously England knocking out Spain, knocking out Sweden, straight into the final. Germany, they did a really good job, what they did. But yeah, Germany did a very good job. Now, let's see. Who got... Who? Yeah, so obviously... So, I'll just run you down about what the game was, what was the games like on the first day. Okay, the Lionesses won by 1-0 and that was at Manchester United Old Trafford Stadium. Spain versus Finland, obviously Spain won by 4-1 and that was at the Stadium MK. Stadium MK. Norway versus Northern Ireland. Norway defeated Northern Ireland by 4-1 and that was at St Mary's Stadium. Portugal versus Switzerland, now that was a 2-2 draw, they cannot be separated. And Netherlands versus Sweden was a 1-1 draw. Now Lee Sports Village for Portugal's game, and obviously for the Netherlands-Sweden game was obviously at Bramall Lane. Another 1-1 draw, so Belgium versus Iceland, and that was at Manchester City Academy Stadium. And not for least, we had France versus Italy. Now France defeated Italy by at least 5-1 and that was at the New York Stadium. But we're not actually running through the stadiums, we're just running through about what match day 1 just told us. But then Austria versus Northern Ireland was a 2-0 win to Austria. The Lionesses versus Norway, that was an 8-0 win for the Lionesses. Denmark, a 1-0 win against Finland. Germany, a 2-0 win against Spain. Sweden was a 2-1 win against Switzerland. The Netherlands, they edged this by a 3-2 win. Italy and Iceland had 1-1. And France versus Belgium. Belgium had the red card, so France obviously won that at least by 2-1. Northern Ireland versus England, so the Lionesses beat them by 5-0 away. Austria by 1-0 home. Germany 3-0 away against Finland. Spain 1-0. Denmark 4-1 for Switzerland, and that was away. Not for Switzerland, I meant for Netherlands. But the Switzerland game, they obviously lost that game 1-4. Sweden versus Portugal was obviously a 5-0 win. Iceland and France 1-1. Italy versus Belgium 0-1. Yeah. So then the quarterfinals obviously came towards Lionesses versus Spain by 2-1. Germany versus Austria by 2-0. Sweden versus Belgium, and Sweden edged this by 1-0. And France versus Netherlands 1-0. And obviously there is no third place here, so the semi-finals was England beating Sweden by 4-0, and then Germany beating France by 2-1. And now this Sunday at 5 o'clock is going to be the Lionesses versus Germany. But yeah, guys, that's what I can confirm, and that is what I can confirm now. And guys, if it's all mean, come on the Lionesses. If the Lionesses win this Sunday, it's coming home. But yeah, guys, you know guys want to like and obviously comment, and let's hope for one day a miracle can happen. But yeah, see you guys soon.